Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Jayo Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jayo Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Radhe. Jayo Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Radhe. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hari Bol. So, welcome. Thank you for inviting me to this big place, online temple. It's amazing how Krishna gave the intelligence to the IT people, because in this small, I see a small camera, and inside there, what is there? Thousands of devotees. There are millions of devotees in one camera. So Krishna gave the intelligence to make this possible. So we're going to read today the Srimad Bhagavatam, canto number 4, chapter 21, the verse, text number 49. Please repeat. Aho vayan hyadya pavitra kirte. Aho vayan hyadya pavitra kirte. Tvaya ivanate namukundanata. Ivanate namukundanata. Yautamas lokatamasya Vishnor. Brahmanya devasya katambina vyanaki nakti. Brahmanya devasya katambya nakti. Aho vayam hyadya pavitra kirte. Tvayaivanatena mukundanata. Yautamas lokatamasya Vishnor. Brahmanya devasya katambya nakti. Prabhuji Vaishnavas. Aho vayam hyadya pavitra krite. Tvayaivanate namukundanata. Tamaloka Vishnor Brahmanya devasya katambya nakti. Water. Taya Vanate Namukunda Nata. Yutamas Lokya Tumakana Vishnu. Vaishnavis. Aho Vayangyada Pavitra Kirte. Namukunda Nata. Loka, Visa Vishnu. Brahmanya Devasya Katambya Nakti. Aho, O godness, Vayam, we, he, certainly, Adya, today, Pavitra Kirte, O supreme purity, Tvaya, by you, Eva, certainly, Natena, by the Lord, Mukunda, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Nataha, being the subject of the Supreme, Ye, one who, Utamasloka of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is praised by the nicest verses. Vishnu of Vishnu, Brahmanya Devasya of the worshipable Lord of the Brahmanas. Katam, words. Vyanakti, express. Translation, you can repeat please. The audience continue. Dear King Prithu, your reputation is the purest of all, for you are preaching the glories of the most glorified at all, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord of the Brahmanas. Since, due to our great fortune, we have you as our master, we think that we are living directly under the agency of the Lord. The audience continue, dear King Prithu, your reputation is the purest of all, for you are preaching the glories of the most glorified of all, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Lord of the Brahmanas. Since, due to our great fortune, we have you as our master, we think that we are living directly under the agency of the Lord. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The citizens declare that through being under the protection of Maharaj Prithu, they were directly under the protection of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This understanding is the proper situation of social steadiness within this material world. Since it is stated in the Vedas that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is the maintainer and leader of all living entities, the king of the executive head of the government must act like the Lord. How a king or leader of the society can become the representative of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is also indicated in this verse by the statement that Prithu Maharaj was preaching the supremacy and the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu. He was therefore a proper representative of the Lord. To remain under the jurisdiction or administration of such a king or leader is the perfect status for human society. The primary responsibility of such king or leader is to protect the Brahminical culture and the cows in his state. Hare Krishna. So my name is Seva Svarupa. I am from Argentina, world champion of football in the world. So I am working in the Iskcon Congregational Development Ministry under the guidance of His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj. So I am not so good in English, so you can choose you have three choices. I can speak in Spanish, German, or broken English. Which one you choose? Broken English? Okay, here we go. So, it's very clear in this verse what is the real king, what is a Brahmana, and how the king gives protection, and how the people accept that kingdomship and accept the authority of the king because he is preaching about Krishna. He is not saying that I am the supreme, but he is preaching that Krishna is the supreme. This is a very simple formula, simple statement that is very, very powerful. So it's the same thing when Srila Prabhupada came to the West and he was protecting all the devotees, and the devotees were accepting him blindly, completely acceptance. So the good thing is to be under one kingdom, because you know that the servant enjoy the same place of the king. If we are a servant of the king, so you're living in the same palace, eating the same food, staying in the same place, walking in the same gardens. So we can see, for example, here, we are servants of Krishna, but it's also our house. Who live like this? Who has a living room like this? All clean, neat, you know, big living room. This is the house of Krishna, but since we are their servants, so this is our house also. So this is very intelligent to live like this, because in the material world, the people think that you need to own a big house, you need to own a big garden, you need to own land, you need to make money and pay for the gardener, this and that, but you can go to different parks and they're free. You can enjoy there. The only what is missing there is the sense of belonging, that this is mine. But how come a garden is going to be mine? Because it's there for millions of years, and I come here for 70, 80 years, and they claim, no, this is mine. And then sometime I'm not going to be here anymore, and the garden will remain there. How we can claim proprietorship of this piece of land? So this is the proof that the servants of the Lord, they live in the same place and they enjoy. For example, when I start to travel to Middle East, I went there to visit some temple. The devotees were picking me up with garlands, and they were taking me to different houses, and they were feeding me, and then I said, wow. And then I realized this is all I am doing. When I saw my Guru Maharaj, when I came back, say, oh, Guru Maharaj, I was enjoying your work. Because our spiritual, my Guru Maharaj, he went there to preach, and he made different devotees. So then I come as his servant, and I enjoying all the facilities. Even who can go to different places, and they are, I don't know anyone here, only Namanista Prabhu. So I come here, and they came to pick me up in the airport, and I'm here. They gave me prasadam, treat me nicely, and all this is the Srila Prabhupada work. The Srila Prabhupada create this Krishna. So if we surrender, we are multimillionaire, because you can go to every part of the world and you have a place to stay, prasadam, they treat you nicely, they take you, to see different places. So this is the good thing of being a servant. It's so easy. Yeah, be a servant. So then we are under the protection of the spiritual master of Srila Prabhupada, of the king. But protection is not according to us. Protection is according to Krishna. For example, if you have one child, 3, 4 years old, and he's gonna cross the street, then you're gonna grab, this running street, the car is coming, so you're gonna grab by the hair, you grab by the hair and you pick him up. So according to the boy, so this guy, hurt me. He's, why he's doing like, why he, he can think, why you are taking me from the hair? And then the mother said, no, I am protecting you. Oh, don't protect me so much. You're gonna kill me like this. So, but this is the protection, because the mother knows that if he's going to cross the road, he's gonna get killed. So protection in that moment is grab him from the hair. So we need to accept that it sometimes is painful or not easy, but we need to accept. This is why the protection that Krishna is giving us, the spiritual master is giving us, are the regulations in the temple, the sadhana, the waking up in the morning, chant our rounds, do service, reading Prabhupada books. So this is the protection. Sometimes we think that, Krishna need to protect us in the way we want, but it's not like that. The protection is in giving the real protection, because we don't know what is protection or not. So, and then when Srila Prabhupada came, is a very nice example. When Srila Prabhupada went to America, so he went to America and he was alone. So we can think why Krishna put Srila Prabhupada in that position. That when he was all traveling in a ship, he almost died there. And then Srila Prabhupada sat down in a park and started to sing. So we can ask, why Krishna put Prabhupada in this position? Imagine Krishna's face when Srila Prabhupada was sitting there with the hippies. And then Srila Prabhupada, he didn't choose to go to the scholars, because he was in Vrindavan. He was with all saint people. But he went to the west, because his Guru Maharaj order is to go to the west. It was a protection for Srila Prabhupada to go to the west. So the devotees accept Srila Prabhupada blindly. So when this is there, when you have a perfect king or perfect leader, perfect guru, perfect acharya, and you have a perfect disciple, surrender, then the formula is win. You will get the success. But here this verse, So we are not blind followers, but why they were accepting King Prithu? Because he was representing and preaching about the greatness of the Lord. So this was his quality. A part of the other administrative and, qualities that the king has to have. But the more important thing was the people was looking at him, that he was preaching the supremacy of the Lord. Sometime there was I hear a conversation between my Guru Maharaj and other sannyasis, and he was explaining how the Guru Puja make you more humble. So they were thinking, how you can make you humble? He said, yes, because they are offering to you, and then you are offering to your Guru, and then your Guru offers to the Guru like this, to Krishna. If we don't accept those things, we are kind of cutting the parampara. We're not giving protection. We are not giving the opportunity for different devotees to offer something to Krishna through the transparent medium of the spiritual master. So this is why Krishna likes like that, in this way. Because Krishna has everything. Krishna can make this temple in 1 second. How many temples Krishna has? How many plates of prasadam Krishna is receiving? How many preparations? How many garlands? How many cleaning of temples? So Krishna has everything. This is only for us. But Krishna likes to do like this. For example, you see that all Bollywood movies, there is no any movie who one girl like one guy and they got married in a Haribol. No Haribol, but they get married and that's it. No, there has to be problem, right? In all the movies, how they think what problem we are gonna put there. Those boy and girl, they want to get together, and the director of the movie, they're thinking, what problem we're gonna put there? Okay, let's make that the father don't want, and then he need to travel, and then he couldn't come back, he didn't get the visa, or they start to think how, they need to fight, and then there was one guy more bigger than the other, and he beat, and then finally he get the girls, and then everybody, This is all the movie's about. There is no movie easy. Somebody go to one place and go to one house, that's it. No, there need to be a lot of problems. So this is also with Srila Prabhupada. See, everything comes from Krishna. All the movies come from the intelligence of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada went to the West, they almost died in the ship, and then they meet hippies. They meet the hippies. When Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he sent disciples to the West to preach in UK. One of them, they was not successful. And there are some books that say that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati was very, very unhappy with that. I think it was one Maharaj. Was very, very unhappy. He didn't to see him. And then, before Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur sent some books to the Life of Lord Chaitanya to one Kannada university. So then, when Srila Prabhupada succeeded, he had completely faith in Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and he has also one life of preparation. And also, Srila Prabhupada said, was no 1 minute that I didn't feel the presence of my spiritual master in what I did. So then Srila Prabhupada saw those boys and girls that he did something very different. Because then Srila Prabhupada created the Brahmacharini ashram. They were not existing in India. I think maybe even until today. So he saw the difference, how they were treating men and women, so he made like that. Because in the West is this different culture. So, and this is why Srila Prabhupada choose to go there, because there was the perfect combination. The perfect guru, who was a perfect follower of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, and there was the perfect disciples. So here, I wanted to come here because this is a Mangalore, is a proof of a temple, congregational temple. There was, in the congregational ministry, one of the duties that need to do is study the different religions. There was a study that every year, I think like 1,000 religions, they were created. And from these 1,000, the 1,000 that created a day or a year, something like that, then there are no many religions who succeed 50 years. So this is why when we have the 50 year of Iskcon, so it was a big celebration. So we passed the one milestone after 50. Not many religions they do like that. They can survive. So there were different studies. They say that in the first generation they lose the mood, and they lose different things, and after 3 generations nothing remains. Because this is why it's very important, the succession in Iskcon. Okay, so there is a study. There are some church, I was say Iskcon church, no, Christian churches in the West. There is one in one place they call Guatemala in South America, and there is one pastor that is very powerful. So he was explaining that there are 2 different things. For example, they have churches or temples with congregations. Okay, it's the temple, and there is a department of kitchen department. I don't know, they call book distribute, they also distribute books, and the preaching and youth and marriage department, and also it's a congregational department. So these don't succeed much. But what is succeed is the other way around, that this is congregation with church. This was the idea of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the market of the holy name. The more important thing is the Vaishnava, the devotees. The devotees are more important than the facilities. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he started to preach in the Namahatas, and one Namahata, they were preaching to other city, to other city, to other city. They say, okay, this Namahata, you go now to the next neighbor and do open one, and then you go to the next neighbor and open one. Still, we can see there are 2 or 3 when we're doing some research for the book Godruma Kalpata by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Gorango Prem Maharaj, he got 2 or 3 still Namahata from that time with the sign in Bengali. So this was Bhaktivinoda Thakur idea. First, to get the devotees in groups and in houses. And from there, they grow until they become a mandir. This is why in Mayapur we are calling Chaitanya Chandrodaya Mandir. From the cell or house or meeting of friends, they more friends and more people, they form a Namahata, and from the Namahata temple. So, for example, I see how there are many devotees online. So we are standing now in your temple. Thank you to invite me in your temple. I enjoy your temple. So the idea is that First is the congregation. First are the devotees. And when the devotees, they feel, okay, it's time to have a temple, so then they have a temple. And then the congregation, they can have a goshala. And the congregation can have a school. And the congregation can have a restaurant. They're very, very popular, the restaurant, Govinda restaurant. So the congregation have different things. Because in some temples, some places, we are getting now into administrative matters. In some temples, there is the temple, and there is the congregation, and there is a friction there. Because the temple, they need a lot of manpower. And the devotees, they feel that they want to get me only for goods and services. So this is the perfect situation of the congregation, the congregation with the temple. So the idea is that we need to feel like this is part of us and we are working fast. And this is the more important thing is the Vaishnava association and how we are going to support each other. So now we are in the Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has the Namahatas, and also they have established the houses of the devotees, and he put a name as Srada Kutir, faith, like houses of faith. And now in the congregational ministry, we are putting the name Bhakti Homes, because it's more, everybody can understand. Because we create Bhakti Vriksha, we need to explain what is Bhakti Vriksha, and then if we create now, we promote in Srada Kutir, we need to explain what is Srada Kutir, so this is why we put with the names in English, so when the devotee hear, they understand what it is. But it was not so easy, because it was a fighting with Jayapataka Maharaj. He wanted to keep the name Srada Kutir, and then he understood that it was for promotion was better to have the Bhakti Home. So the idea of the Bhakti Homes, so Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he established the houses of the devotees as a Srada Kutir, as a Bhakti Home. Because in the houses of the devotees are small temples. What is a temple? Srila Prabhupada said, having a temple is something very easy. He said, you clap your hands, you chant Hare Krishna with your family, you read the Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, and this is a temple. Temple is one place where Krishna is worshipped. And there is prasadam, because as we are servant, so we cook for Krishna, and Krishna is very good with us. We have a very good God that He give us the prasadam, give us the remnants. So this is a small temple. Every house is a temple. So when we have this system, then we can grow, because Lord Chaitanya movement is a preaching movement. Why? Because Iskcon, he wanted to have Lord Chaitanya the preaching movement, because it's a giving movement. So we want to give. Srila Prabhupada always, he said, we want to give to the people. So the best gift that we can give to the people or to our family is Krishna consciousness. I am Grihasta. I have one daughter of 28, one boy of 27. So then, when I'm thinking what I can leave to my children, one house, a car, they will also die in a few years, and the house will remain there. So what I can give to my children, what is the best thing I can give to my children? And this is Krishna consciousness. I can give the system where they can be happy. Because imagine we say, okay, to go to spiritual world, we need to suffer, maybe, the system, okay, let's suffer some years and then we go to Lac Registrations. But it's not like that. It's also enjoyment here. There is enjoyment here, enjoyment there, enjoyment in the middle, all, happiness. Kevala Ananda Kanda. So the path of the happiness. So the best thing that we can give to the people is Krishna consciousness. As you know, in the Christian, they say that better don't give food, don't give, because they eat, the Christian, they eat so they say instead of giving food, you teach them how to work and make their own money so they can cook themselves. So if you can give some food 1-2 days, they're always gonna be hungry, always gonna be need. But you teach them how to work and they can maintain themselves. This is the best thing. So this is why the preaching movement is not like we want to convert anyone. Krishna doesn't need another Hare Krishna chanting Hare Krishna for him. He has enough people. Even this material world is one part of the whole creation of spiritual world. So we don't want to convert anyone. We don't get anything. Nothing is ours here. We are just like a tourist. We should get tourist visa for this world. We are a tourist. We have a few years and then no more. So, Jai srisriradhagovinda ki. So the best thing that we can give to the people is the happiness, the system where they can be happy by themselves. So this system, Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur created this Sradakutir Bhakti homes. So what we want to do in congregational ministry, we are already implementing, and we are expecting we want that all the devotees and Mangalore Yatra, they implement the Bhakti homes. Because from the managerial point of view, is something wonderful and is very cheap. Imagine to have this temple, it was a lot of work. I don't know, but there's no other way around. There is a lot of work involved and nothing yet in the day they promise, and they delay this and the cement and the iron. This is a whole problem. So just to create the temple, but the houses are already there. The houses are already there, and they have every house has a temple president, financial department, the husband who is going to work to maintain the family. This by default is there. You don't need to convince them. And then is the mother, the wife, who is kitchen department, organizing the house department, clothes department, children training department, youth department, husband counseling department. The woman has many more departments that the husband just going to go and make some money and that's it. And complain sometimes. We are getting into marital issues here. So from the point of view, managerial point of view, the temples are there. You don't need anything to maintain. The temple is already there. And also they are making devotees. Because after the Swaha ceremony, you need to sit down and you wait 9 months, and what happened? One more devotee is already there. From 2 become 3. So they are making devotees by themselves. And the wife is in charge to train the children to be a preacher also. So this is like an organic way to grow. And from house to house, in the house, you can find what means a temple? What is a temple? Temple is a place where you can and you see Krishna. And you see how they are worshipping Krishna nicely. And you see everything clean, you see the Guru, and then you hear the philosophy, the Bhagavad Gita, you hear the Bhagavatam, then you associate with devotees, and then 9 o'clock, what happened? Sarira Vidya. Okay, then you get prasada. So you get, in the temple, you get Krishna, you get the philosophy, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, association, and prasada. And also courses, you get sannyasis, gurus, different things. So this is the same thing can be in the house in a small portion. But if we are preaching house to house, this is gonna be, it's a more personal. Because in India it's different, but in the West, if you invite somebody to the temple, they come and say, oh my God, what happened here? And then if you pay obeisances, they say, oh, you know, you see, everything is strange. Everything is strange. Here in India, no, not so much. But so the house is the safe environment for the new people. Even some, the devotees are telling me that when the normal people, they think that if you join Iskcon, you need to give up your family, right? And you need to be a brahmachari and then leave the job. So when we preaching from house, you can see, the people can see, okay, the wife is cooking and offering. Then the husband is going to work and using the money for Krishna, for the family. Then the children, they are learning slokas, they are learning Krishna consciousness, that the house is clean and there is a nice atmosphere. They see them, they are chanting naturally, in a natural way. So this is the way that Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur imagined, envisioned that from house to house, this is gonna be this type of preaching. So this is why, so we create also a website called bhaktihomes.com, where we divide it into two areas, practicing and sharing, practicing and preaching. So when a new people go, they understand from the beginning that the devotees they do only two things, practice and help others. Whatever we know, we can teach others. There was when Srila Prabhupada was in the beginning, one French boy, he was sitting with Srila Prabhupada chanting. And he was the son of one ambassador, French ambassador. So they say, he told Srila Prabhupada, I'm going back to France, what I do? And Srila Prabhupada said, do as I did. You do as you see. Okay, so he went to France, he went to a park, and he started to sing. And people came to see him. And then he didn't know what to do. Then some reporters came and they say, tomorrow we're gonna come here to make an interview, to make one article about you. And then he didn't know what to do. At that time there were no WhatsApp, no Facebook, Instagram, no phones. So he sent a telegram. You know the telegram? It's like a by the sound you can say the word. And then he said like this. It means Srila Prabhupada, reporter coming tomorrow, what to do? No more. No, it's not like a now it's WhatsApp, how are you? And then how you feeling? And then do you think that no. Reporter coming, don't know what to do. And then Srila Prabhupada replied, the telegram. He said, tell them how happy you are. So then the reporters came, and he was explaining how happy he was, what is the Mahamantra. He was explaining whatever he knew. Only he stayed with Srila Prabhupada a few days. Then a big article came in France, said, Hare Krishna explosion in Paris. So this was the power of Prabhupada and the surrender of the devotees. So this is why in Bhakti homes, everybody can share whatever he knows. If we know that we are not the body, it's very powerful. That we are not the body, we are servants of Krishna, very powerful because it can change your life. For example, somebody is working with a family and they know that not the body, and the body will perish, and he's a servant of Krishna, and the happiness is to be serving Krishna. So he changed the whole paradigm. They changed the whole life. Because we don't change, Prabhupada said we don't want to change people's dress or people's way of speaking or diet. We want to add Krishna in what we have doing. So with the Bhakti homes, everybody can share whatever they know. Don't need to wait for Namanista Prabhu to give the super class. No need to wait for sannyasi, for a guru. Whatever we know, we can share. Even I told Namanista Prabhu, he invited me for Bhagavatam class. I said, oh Prabhu, no, I'm not very good in classes. So he said, no, you just say how you join. So he gave me the hint. So through the houses, we need to get in the mood of practicing and sharing. Practicing and sharing, practicing and sharing. And this is a big responsibility we have. So the knowledge comes with responsibility. We can imagine somebody is going there, you know, he will go from here, he will pass those trees there. And we know that it's full of snakes. And somebody is walking there and we are going to leave to go there and die. No, we're going to run and say, no, don't go there, don't go. There are snakes. And the guy said, no, no problem. No, don't go. You're going to die. So in the same way, when we see people suffering or people making mistakes and working for what is not they don't have any value, something that is not worth it. So we have this knowledge, so we need to share it. This is what this is preaching. It's just sharing what happy we are, sharing what we know. So this is what the mood of Lord Chaitanya. So this, I think, Srila Prabhupada, I am speculating here, but I think Srila Prabhupada, he wanted to, instead to go to the scholars, he went to the places where his movement can be expanded, to find surrendered souls, like faithful souls. Okay, so with this program of Bhakti Home is simple but powerful, that every house should be a temple where we can share Krishna. And then when the people, the new people they know about Krishna, and then when they come to the temple, wow. Prabhupada said, the temple is just to show the neighbors how we do. They come here and you can get in the house, in the Bhakti homes, in the houses, you cannot get the worshiping like this. Nice Radha Govinda, nicely dressed, everything clean, a lot of light. They cook nicely for them, Srila Prabhupada, nice dress. So then you get courses here, and you get different prasadam, you get association with many devotees. You can get now association with Russian devotees who are very, very good. Pataka Maharaj used to say, the Russians are the white Indians. When I am traveling, I am telling all the devotees, if you want to succeed in your place, look for Russians. Look for Russian. Russian means Bhakti Vriksha, Russian alpaca, Russian Lord Chaitanya soldiers. Wherever there is Russian, there is Hare Krishna. Russian key, yeah. Even some devotees say that there are some books of our parampara, books of our that they are not in English. They are in Russian but not in English yet. Yeah, that's very advanced. Yeah, they went to Mayapur, and in 1-2 years they have their own Sunday feast and the whole organization, the whole thing. So. Okay, so this is the way. So in the house, first we need the two things. In the house is some prasadam, some philosophy, the holy name is there, the association is there, class philosophy is there, and in the temple this is big. Okay, so I'm going to finish here. Thank you very much to invite me. If you have simple question for me, difficult question for Namanista Prabhu. I already make agreement. Because they pay me for simple questions. They didn't pay me for, I didn't make agreement for difficult questions.
Hare Krishna, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands. Online devotees, any questions for Prabhuji?
How I joined? I was traveling as a backpack when we asked for rides. I went like Srila Prabhupada from Argentina with $20. I was traveling to South America, and then I traveled from Argentina to Peru, Bolivia, and then I reached Ecuador, and I reached to Colombia. So I was selling something, in the street to survive there. And then one devotee gave me one card. So I went to the temple with my backpack, and I asked permission to stay there, to sleep there, because I didn't have place to stay. So it was in Bogota, Colombia, in '83. So I went in the Damodar time. Then I went to Damodar, and the devotees say, okay, you want to sleep here? Okay, yes. They make me sleep with the Brahmanas. It was like a wow. I slept there, and then 4 o'clock, I hear something. Aribol, say, what happened? Fire, what happened here? No, you need to wake up. Okay. And they gave me a towel. Was very cold at that time, and the cold shower. I said, okay, let's go to the temple. Okay, let's go. And then we went, and that time there was, before 4:15 was Tulasi, before Larti. And then went to Tulasi, Mongolarti, and then the Japa time, one devotee came with the Japa Mala, and you say, you need to chant this 16 rounds. Okay, chant 16 rounds, and then they asked me, the $1 million question. You know what is the $1 million question?
Can we share?
No. Before that. You want to help in the kitchen? I never saw so many pots in my life. Pile of pots and more pots, more bases, pots coming and coming. I say, Baba, what are you doing? More pot, and I wash pot from 10 o'clock in the morning until 9 p.m. All day washing pots. And next day, the same thing. So for me was full and shut. And then I remember I stayed there. Was good because I was not in my country, so I didn't know anyone. And the first time, then after 2 months, they shaved me up and they gave me a dhoti, and I was like a flying. I say, we feel with a dhoti. At that time, there used to be two buckets, one for pants or dhoti and one for shirt. So you use and then you put for wash. Somebody wash it, and then if you get there and you wherever you can get, you wear. You see what fit you. There is no personal clothes. So if you go early, you get the good clothes. If you wake up late, you will get, one broken, arm. So this was the system. 2 buckets, and for the Mataji also 2 buckets. There was no personal clothes.
Adidev Prabhu, Hare Krishna, you can unmute.
Haribol.
Adidev Prabhu.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, there are Prabhs.
Haribol, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, could you please explain about Bhakti Vriksha and the Bhakti homes? Like, is it same or is it different?
Bhakti Vriksha and Bhakti Home, what?
Same or different?
Same?
Same or different?
No, yes, there is different, but they are not fighting to each other. They are friends. So the first step or the first way first is the Bhakti houses. And the Bhakti houses, they preach at home, but they also can participate in Bhakti Vriksha or can participate in Namahata, or they come to do service in the temple, to come to do Pujari. The Bhakti home is just the unit of the family, and the family are dedicated to other things.
Thank you, Adidev Prabhu. Hare Krishna Mataji, you can unmute.
Hare Krishna, am I audible?
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you so much for the class.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
yes. So, Prabhuji, my question is for a family where not all members are devotees, and a few of them may be devotees or are devotees, it becomes very difficult or challenging to follow Krishna consciousness. In small things, day-to-day things. What is your suggestion? How can those devotees continue to practice Krishna consciousness when other family members are not Krishna conscious?
Okay, then we need to show our patience and our mercy. If always we need to blame ourselves. When I was joined, and after 10 years I went to my country, to Argentina, and I went with my mother, my sister, and I was preaching to them and this and that, and because in Argentina they eat a lot of meat, and then they have a bad relation. Then after, when I went the second time, I say, okay, what about if I be the same son that I was before, even better? So I went there and I cleaned the roof. I remember that I cut some branches that are coming from other houses. I cut the grass. I did many things. And then I would stay there for 1 week. And then my mother one day say, what you are chanting there? What is this? And then she started to chant. Yeah. Because my mother said that he was atheist, but he was chanting 4 or 5 rounds, and then sometimes he was sewing for the deity, doing different things. She didn't understand, but he was a devotee. So the idea is that always we need to blame us. If, for example, a company make phones, and the company say, those people are useless, they don't want to buy my phone. This is a marketing problem. Is in the way, maybe the price is too much, maybe you are not showing to the right people, maybe you don't show at all, so you don't have a good marketing strategy. So doesn't mean that somebody can be unfavorable, but mostly is us. We need to take responsibility, and our main thing is to save our families, but not save, sharing and even learn from them. We don't need to show sometimes we are put in a block. I am a devotee and you are a karmi. And when we have this big wall, they never can cross. This is why in the Bhakti homes, we want to give a certificate for the people who are favorable. So for me, who is not a devotee, for me, somebody who said, I hate Krishna, I want to kill all the devotees, so this is a not devotee. But the rest, they're innocent, they don't know. When I went to in Chile, one mata, he told me, my daughter got married with a non-devotee. I say, why a non-devotee? So he's chanting, sometimes he chants. I say, but he's supporting your daughter? Yes, he's supporting. I say, he's a devotee. If you say that he's not a devotee, he's never gonna be a devotee. If we are ourselves, he said, no devotee never will wanna cross this wall that we are making. So the idea is try to, if one boy, one son become devotee, need to be better son than before. And the wife, they need to be better wife. And the husband need to be better husband. So they see, oh, what this person is practicing is good. Because something good is coming from us. So can be, I don't want to say that cannot be circumstances that they are really not devotees, but then mostly we are the culprit. We need to take responsibility for this.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Shubhamai Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I want to, like you have answered very nicely about the family members. What about the neighbors who, like, we cannot go and show them what we are doing, or practically they see us very less. So how do we influence them, especially when they are very core-hearted demigods worshippers?
Okay, regarding the demigod, I don't have much experience because in the West there is no demigod, there is no Krishna, there is nothing. So I don't know much about demigod. But the neighbors also maybe be a better neighbor than before. And then is also we are trying to in one temple in Alachua, the devotee used to have one program they call Love Your Neighbor. The devotee used to cook and go to near the temple and give cakes to them. In Christmas, they used to make nice cookies and make a packet and give to the neighbors. So the idea is to also try to be better neighbor than before and try to be nice with them, but doesn't mean that everybody is going to be a devotee. So the market is big. We are gonna sell our product that is bhakti. Well, it's more easy. Maybe it's not like you need to preach to your neighbor. It's not like that. Maybe if he doesn't understand, we go to the next person.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Sridevi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, when we are having a cough and fever and all, how can we do Krishna conscious practices, sadhana, our sadhana, Prabhuji, especially chanting? If the cough will increase if we start chanting loudly. And we will also be on medicine, so it is difficult to focus also if we do the silent chanting. And we feel so sad that we are not able to do Krishna conscious sevas, Prabhuji. So please guide us like how to follow Krishna conscious when we are sick, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sometimes we have so much of
Cough.
that by chanting loudly, it increases. So, and she doesn't like silent chanting, not able to do seva, and she's having fever. What should she do?
No, we don't need to be so extreme. So if we have cough, we sing slowly, and then if we cannot sing chantos, and then we can do later, and it's not like you're gonna chanting dying there. No, I die, but what happened with the Mata? She died by the holy name, but actually good. So the idea, we need to take it easy, and then if you are sick, you take rest, because also Prabhupada was telling to devotees that your body is not your body, it belongs to Lord Chaitanya. So when your body is feeling sick, you need to take rest and take care of the body, and then you continue with the spiritual life. You can also sing mentally.
Okay, Prabhuji, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shiva Mata. Shiva Mata.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Pranams, Prabhu. Prabhu, my question is, I am not initiated yet, but I am little scared also to get initiated. But I do all chanting. I offer prasadam to Krishna, and we all of us take prasadam every day after offering it to Krishna. But the thing is, the benefit of chanting and doing all these things, the seva towards Krishna, is it full beneficial for us without getting initiated, Prabhu?
Question is, she is apprehensive of taking initiation, but still wants to serve Krishna. So, is it okay if she continues the service without initiation?
Yes, you can continue serving without initiation, but even Prabhupada say, if you are going to wait until you are ready, maybe it's not going to happen in this life. So it's good to put, some deadline. Okay, I am not ready now. Okay, why I'm not ready? What I am missing? I'm missing chanting, or I am missing reading, or I'm missing offering. What I'm missing? And then attack all those points. Say, okay, I am missing chanting. Okay, I want to improve chanting. And then I give you, okay, I'm going to give myself 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, and then I'm going to monitor month by month how I'm going to improve it. I make a plan to get initiation, because the enlightenment is not going to come like a one light, and then you are, now I am ready. So the idea, you make a plan, and then you execute the plan, and you put, okay, that day I'm going to take initiation, because initiation is officially when the Guru said, my dear Krishna, this boy is good. He made effort, he really loves you, and he's trying hard to serve you. Please accept him. So you need this recommendation.
Okay, Prabhu, but now I consider Prabhupada is my Guru, and my house, what we have Gurus also, we accept these two. Prabhupada I am taking as a Prabhupada only is my Guru. But how can I, how many days I might take to take Diksha? Is it okay if I continue with Prabhupada as my Guru?
Yes, in the beginning, everybody accepts Srila Prabhupada, his Guru, because he is the one who who created Iskcon, and he created a platform where we can advance in spiritual life. You accept Srila Prabhupada. But at some point, you need to accept a living spiritual master, because also there is some philosophy that only Prabhupada is our Guru, and we don't need to go to that place, because, for example, I say, okay, I am following orders only of my grandfather. The grandfather is not there, so I can do whatever I want, because he's not going to tell me anything. So I need to have one Guru who can tell me, okay, you need to do this, you need to do that, and he's going to guide me, he's going to correct me. So it's okay, you don't need to hurry. Srila Prabhupada is the founder Acharya, you can take it as your Guru, but you need to understand that the ultimate goal is to take initiation from one living guide. One living is not because it's somebody who is going to tell you. You can tell personally, I have this and this problem, and they say, okay, you can do like this. They're going to guide you, but you don't need to hurry.
Okay,
You
Prabhu.
take your time, but you know that the goal is, for example, we know that the goal is prema, but it's good that the goal is there. So maybe we are taking all the one life, or maybe other more than one lifetime to reach there, but it's good to have the goal very clear, defined.
Okay, Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Nirja Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I just want to know, like, why Parana time is so important on Dvadeshi day to break the fast? Why not other time? Why should we break the fast within that time, Parana time?
I also don't understand, Mataji. I will ask, and then if you get the answer before me, please tell me. I'll send you my WhatsApp.
Hare.
Okay, Prabhuji.
I know this is astrology. I know this astrology need to be certain, but you please check and let me know.
Okay, Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Very good.
Prabhu, one question in the chat. Shall I read?
Yeah.
So they're saying, I heard one devotee tell Prabhupada gave more importance to temple devotees because they sacrificed everything and not much to congregation devotees, and that's why Prabhupada didn't do Bhakti Vriksha. Is it true?
No, it's not true. It's not true. Prabhupada accepts the service of everybody, and even he said that that we are the grihastas are grihasta brahmachari, because they are giving, the grihastas are giving the life. Actually, the brahmachari has, the temple devotee has more time, but to be to live outside, to be congregational devotee, to live outside, we can say, is difficult, and also there is a lot of responsibility there, because there are many congregational devotees. They are super pure. They do cooking and then offering. They have big deities at home, and the children are very devotees. For example, we saw one boy here giving the water to everyone. So this is the mother work is there. I was training the boy. So then the grihastas, they need to also to maintain the house, but the house is a temple. So it's not like that. It's not like the temple devotees are more advanced. And then ultimately we don't know, because we have a relation with Krishna. Externally we see something, but we don't see internally. And internally, everybody, we have our relation with Krishna. We don't know here who is a pure devotee and who knows, because we are used to judge by the appearance.
We will take one more question.
Yeah.
One question is, please give some tips on how to home train school kids and not to send them to Karmi schools.
Okay, the congregational ministry also has material for children. They develop in a curriculum. There are different books to train children, and you need to see the circumstances. Sometimes this, how you call, homeschooling is very difficult, and it's a lot of taking a lot of time of the parents. So you need to see your situation. But there are materials to train the devotees, to train the kids, a part of the school. How you call this? When they go to the school and after they do this, how you call extracurricular? call extracurricular material. There is a lot of material that we can provide you, and I can recommend you to go to bhaktikids.com. By the way, now is going to start one the Navadvip Parikram for 1 week, free of cost. It's a challenge, it's a camp for children online where they go to different places, and then there is a lot of fun for children. Bhaktikids.com. But you really need to see if, because the children they need education, so it's not like even Prabhupada said that it's not good to send the children to the Karmi school, but you need to see the reality, what you need. Sometimes you need to do it to see exactly your situation and where you live and everything.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for all your wonderful answers. All of you, please thank Prabhuji and switch on your videos. Prabhuji will like to see you on the screen.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Pranams. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Keep coming.
Krishna Prabhuji, pranams Prabhuji.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Pranam.
you.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna. Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Ram Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Ram Hare Rama, Rama Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna,
Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hey,
also be Jai.
where are the mics?
Jai.
Jai, Gauranga Bharat, Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Krishna.